Hoping you've had a fantastic week and welcome to another episode of Metopo Sports Center. My name is Nashon Owano. On the show tonight, we are going to be talking about record-breaking events in the sporting world. Speaking of record-breaking events, the LA Lakers won their 17th NBA title this past week. The team, which was led by LeBron James, who actually took home the Bill Russell MVP award. I remember a couple of months ago, or a couple of years ago, when LeBron James was actually making a move to LA Lakers, there were conversations about his ability to direct the team to win an NBA title. But a couple of months later, here we are. LeBron James is the 4th MVP in the NBA. Stepping away from the NBA into the Formula One world, that is going to be forming the basis of our conversation today. Lewis Hamilton broke a record that was held by Michael Schumacher. He did a total of 91 race wins in Formula One. Apart from that, notable record-breaking events that were probably marked in this week. You remember a year ago, a time like this, we were talking about the Ineos Challenge, where our own finest, that is Eliud Kipchoge, broke the sub 2-hour marathon by clocking 1 hour 59 minutes and 40 seconds. Quickly shifting gears to matters Formula One. This is how the season standing stack up in Formula One right now. Now Lewis Hamilton is at the top of the racing world with a total of 230 points. Following him quickly, I beg your pardon, is Valterri Bottas from Team Mercedes, who has a total of 161 points. Apart from that, Max Verstappen from Red Bull has 147 points, and then Daniel Ricciardo has 78 points. He's quickly followed by Sergio Perez, who has a total of 68 points in the season standings of Formula One. Now, coming right next, just after the Eiffel Grand Prix, is the Portuguese Grand Prix that is going to be taking place in a matter of hours or days, not to talk about that. Also, in terms of the season standings, apart after Sergio Perez, the following how the standings still stack up. That is Lando Norris, who's from Team McLaren, has a total of 64 points, and then Alexander Albon has 64 points, and then Charles Leclerc has 63 points, and then Lance Stroll has 57 points, and finally we have Pierre Gasly with 53 points in terms of the season standings in the Formula One world. Talking of the World Championship titles and records that were being broken this past weekend, you remember Michael Schumacher has the highest number of championship titles in Formula One. He has a total of 7 championship titles, quickly followed by Lewis Hamilton with the 6 championship titles, and Juan Manuel Fangio with a total of 5 championship titles, and then Alain Prost, who last won in the French Grand Prix in 1993. And then finally we have Sebastian Vettel with the 4 championship titles. Apart from that, the following are how the Grand Prix wins stack up, who has won the highest number of races in Grand Prix. As you remember, I mentioned earlier, Lewis Hamilton broke that record, and his record currently equals the one that is being held by Michael Schumacher, who, by the way, has been in a coma for quite a while now, especially after the ski accident that he had a couple of years ago. He's still in coma, but we are hoping that he's going to be recovering to see the development that has taken place while he was in the hospital bed. Now, Michael Schumacher has a total of 91 race wins, followed by Sebastian Vettel, who has 53 race wins, and then Alain Prost has 51 race wins, and then finally Ayrton Senna has 41 points. Interesting thing that 41 wins in the Formula One. An interesting thing you need to know about Ayrton Senna is that Ayrton Senna passed away at the San Marino Grand Prix in 1994. If you are a Formula One enthusiast, then you'll realize that accidents are a common thing that happen in the racing track. And with that, we take a short commercial break. Immediately after the break, I'm going to be joined by Edith Chumba, who's the head of retail for Kenya and East Africa from Standard Chartered bank, we're going to be talking matters, branding, and the new product that Standard Chartered has in the market that you need to know. See you after the break. Welcome back.